up, y'all? Y'all are now tuned into Brunches of Bunches. I'm your co-host Raj, and I'm here with my favorite, Baby. And today we have the young and talented, dedicated rap artist Sean L. What's good?
Going on?
Nothing much. You know, 2020 seemed like it's turning around. Thank you, God. Shout out to Biden.
Biden, you better do something.
No, yeah, make good with your promises, sir.
Do something, man.
Yeah. But so the last time I kind of just had like a casual conversation with you, we was talking about you dropping a project while you were still in college, and now you are degreed up, and we have your EP, The Art of Dedication. How you been feeling about your music?
I've been feeling good. I just been progressing.
Yeah.
I got my own studio now, so I'm able to like.
Yo, what?
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. That was like a promise I had to myself. I was like, I gotta, you know, niggas be spending money on all other type of shit. We go there.
You can do whatever you want.
Alright, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, be free, be yourself.
You know, people just be spending money on artists. You know, they just be low key. I would speak for myself. Like I be, you know, just be spending wastefully.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just spend this.
When you say artists, you mean on like features?
No. The artists mean like I'm just saying like rappers.
In the music
bro.
industry.
Like just rappers.
Okay.
Like you know niggas just blow money on other shit. Like I feel every artist should have a studio.
Got you. Oh,
So me getting out the studio, it just helped me record like on call. Like I could just wake up and record. So it just allowed me to like just test out my voice, make songs I never drop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to the studio, you have to drop those songs. You ain't paid the studio time for nothing.
Right.
So that shit probably be weak. You gotta drop it. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't have to drop nothing.
Now you can take your time. So
Exactly.
do it feel like less of a job now? Because like you can do it when you want, like you could put a lot more effort into it, you're not rushed, right? Or
That's the opposite. It's like more. It's like
more of a job?
Yeah, cause it's like now I have to like. It's like, all right, I got the studio. If I'm not recording, like what am I doing?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I just pay all this money for the studio and I'm not recording. Like I have to record. Like some days I don't want to though. It just be like that. You feel me?
Definitely.
It just make it more. I put more pressure on myself. Like I have the studio now. Like now I can really just go crazy. So.
No excuses.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
But when I think of a job, I think of like, I go to this place to make money and pay bills. I don't think of like, I do this because I want to and I love it. So with you in music, I don't assume it's like I do this because I need to pay bills. Like there's some sort of passion or like connection to it beyond job working, right? So like when Ron say like, does it feel like a job? Yeah, you gotta take it seriously because like you said, like you don't have this studio for no reason. Like you want to put use to it, but does it feel like a job or does it feel like you have your you have your freedom to do what you want and like make what you want?
No, like it's not a job at all. If you speaking on that, like you know, in those terms, it's not a job at all. Like that shit is pure fun.
Exactly.
But it's just you can't get caught up in the fun. Like you gotta still be, you know, like for me, I don't. Okay, so I'm taking, you know, I really take my music serious. Like so, this is my job. But it's like I have to be hard on myself because I don't have a manager that go work that like even if I worked at Starbucks, my manager on my bumper. Like I have a manager, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Vic. But he makes me do my shit on my own. Like he be like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could damn near gotta just knock out all my stuff and then tap in with him. You know what I mean? So it's like I treat it as like it's fun, but it is like a job.
Like if you snooze your alarm, you don't have to worry about like being fired. But
exactly.
if you snooze your alarm, you have to probably worry about like I'm not gonna be able to go where I want to go.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Just like you got my big brother tell me it's a sacrifice. Everything's a sacrifice. Like, so if you sleep past that alarm, you can sacrifice some recorded time or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, I don't got a nigga on my bumper like wake up at 5. Like I wake up when I want to wake up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
and then just
it's cool.
I was gonna say something that hits to me is like it's some quote and I'm gonna mess it up, but it goes something like to be successful you have to do things that no one else are doing or like things that you've never done. You know, like if success was easy, anyone would be successful. So like when you see that alarm and you snooze it, then do you really want it that bad?
Mhm.
Like you say you want to be successful, you say you want to like hit it, but do you really want to? You just snooze that alarm, so I'm not buying it, you know?
Yeah, you're not lying. You're
Yeah.
not lying. That's how I be on myself. I be like, bro. So certain days I don't record. I don't record every single day.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's like I'm human. Like I don't feel like recording. But it's like something I'm like, nigga, do you really want this? Like, do you really want to rap?
Like, what are your
So it's like
competitors doing?
integrity. It's like being able to hold yourself accountable because nobody else
No one's
is doing
looking
that for you.
No one's
Exactly.
looking to like.
And that's what it is when you have a passion. Like
Exactly. That's how you know you really give a fuck.
exactly. So speaking of like dedication, what in terms of like feeling dedicated do y'all go through or experience
Just artists, creatives.
in general? At work, you know.
I'm gonna be honest. It's really it ain't no different. It's the same shit. Same shit you go through. I go through. Like, yeah, you don't make music, but you know, it's still. There's still humps in being an artist. You know what I mean? There's humps in just working at a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. Like literally, like I've realized that once I got older. Like it's literally the same. Niggas is going through the same shit. Like that's why when people be wanting to get a pity party. Like, bro, shut up. Like, we go through the same shit, bro. Like,
yeah.
you know.
But we have different life situations.
That's true. That's
you know,
true.
like somebody working a 9 to 5 is not going to experience the same thing you're experiencing as like a solo artist.
Yeah. No,
you know,
yeah.
but the values might be the same. The
It's the
principles that we learn might be the same.
Yeah, it's like it's just the blueprint.
Yeah, our processes are different.
But determination would still be like a common denominator.
Exactly.
Like if I have a 9 to 5 and I have like some goals outside of my 9 to 5, or like whatever goals you may have, like they can be completely different goals, but like the bottom line is still like determination and dedication. Like it looks the same for the two of us, even though like our goals are different.
Yeah,
you know?
it's just the blueprint. Like just when the architect, you know, maps out his blueprint to build a big ass building, like it might be a little adjustment he make. Like it's not gonna be the exact same as the blueprint, but it's like it's the overview basically. Like as long as people understand niggas have the same amount of like struggle, then people like stop trying to make shit about them. Like you feel me? Like
yes, people will stop playing that victim role
period,
too.
bro. You niggas are soft. Y'all be
Tell 'em.
soft. Like we like you're not the only one goes through shit, bro. I'll go through something right now. Like you
So
feel me?
one thing that I was wondering is, because music is a form of expression, like you use it to talk about whatever you've been feeling or going through.
Yeah.
Do you feel like artists make the best music when they're like in their deepest struggles, like they're like going through shit? Like is that when the best music comes out, or does it depend per person, like how they handle it? Because some people, like you said, would probably have a pity party, and some people would probably like take it and like feed their drive, no?
Some people be capping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even lie.
Yeah.
I think to answer your question though, I don't even necessarily think people make the best music when they hurt, cause it's two things. One, when you hurt, you probably so damn hurt you can't even really get it out. You can't really get it out.
That's true.
That's one. Two, this time like this like I dropped a recent like 2-part like EP called Astronomical. So on the first Astronomical, the first song was called Stargazing. That was like one of the first songs I recorded when I got my studio. And I was playing around with it. That was like one of the first shits I recorded. I'm like, damn, this shit came out hard. And I put it on the project, and it's one of like people fuck with that one. You know what I mean? So it ain't even about me just being dumb hurt. I was hurt around that time, but I was in a different bag. So it's like it you know it could help you, or it could just not really play a factor.
So did that? Sorry, go ahead.
I think if it's authentic, whatever that you are expressing, like if whatever outlet you're using to express yourself creatively, like if it's authentic, like if you are going through something or if you having fun with life, like and you put that on the record, you record it, somebody gonna be able to connect to that, you know? But I do think it depends on the mindset. Like if you just always making music about pain, then that's the type of mindset that you're gonna stay focused on.
Exactly.
You know?
You're gonna never like make some party shit.
Your reality and
I mean, but you can still be successful because X, his music was all depressing.
Yes,
But people loved him and
Because
music
they can
loved
relate.
him.
Running the wrong way, this shit hard.
Oh, I love it. That's my.
Yeah.
I fuck the wrong way. That nigga be hurt.
That's
But it's not like total depression though. Like
Yeah,
you
nah,
got
like-
some like rags and riches.
Yeah, that's your shit, huh? See that motherfucker. You're not lying though, like you're not lying at all. You're not lying at all. Like these songs I play on these niggas, they don't all like my music. You know, like I love it though. Like
you ain't gonna make music for everybody.
exactly. That's why it's hard, cause like you know, man, like I feel like creators, bro. I shout out all creators because you know it's people that really like tailor their music to a certain group.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could like for example, I got homies that are in car clubs and shit, right? And I got some homies that don't know nothing about cars.
Yeah.
But let's say I made a song about cars, they would love that shit.
Yeah.
Who making songs about whips?
Something they can cruise to.
You
know?
feel me? So it's
Yeah.
like that's the art. That's the art of art, if that makes sense. Like you can do anything you fucking want.
It's no limitations
None.
to how
None, unless you rap about some weird shit.
Yeah. But even then, weird people in that type of mindset, I ain't calling nobody weird. But I'm just saying, like, if you in that type of mindset and we consider the music to be weird because we perceive it that way,
Right.
somebody might relate to it a different way because that's the type of mindset that they're in.
Right.
But, okay, so going back to, like, when we said about mindsets, I feel like in some type of form, like, as artists, you have to progress. Like, you cannot stay the same. Like, there has to be some type of level
And like sound, like your progression in sound, progression in melody,
and
like what?
And the dedication the effort that you put into
person
the
you
work.
are, the
Like,
person you
yes,
become.
What you did last year that made you successful won't make you successful the next year. Like you gotta find something
Yeah,
new.
add on to it.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
add on to
You
it.
just stagnant.
Yeah.
Like if you keep making the same motherfucking grilled cheese all week, you gonna be like
You know?
on Sunday like.
But then you're like, if I put a little bit of salt on it, if I add a little bit of basil on
Right.
it, you make
That's
it a
the
little better. You build off
That's
of it.
elevation. It's literally a step by step by step by step. No nigga has their shit all together at one setting, bro. Like who knows who knows exactly what to do from the start. Like you don't know, bro.
No.
You don't know.
At all. I for sure didn't know. Like I was just rapping because I like to rap.
And do you be feeling, okay, because I be listening to your music, and oftentimes, like, you say that you kind of, like, feel alone. And, like, I know, like, when I be going through something, I be feeling like I'm the only mother, you know, out here going through this.
Right.
And so, why do you be feeling alone? Like, is it because your process doesn't resemble other people's process? Or, like, what contributes to that feeling?
And to clarify, you can be surrounded by people and still feel lonely.
Yes.
Or you can legit be like
They're not
alone,
feeding your
like,
soul.
totally.
They not, you know. My bad. I feel that.
So were you feeling like alone? You been feeling alone, like in that?
I just think I'm faded. That shit is smacking up. It's a vibe. Right. It's a good combo. It's a great combo. Why did I feel alone? Why do I feel alone? It's sometimes it's just like I had anxiety. Like I'm like diagnosed with anxiety, so I already have anxiety. So like when you're an anxious person, it's just like shit don't like you be kind of like you think different in a way. So sometimes I feel like I be in my own little ass like cloud, and niggas is just floating around me, and I'm just nobody gets me. But then again, that's selfish for me to say that because there's someone going through the exact same thing.
But that's what Raj's saying. Like you can like exclude yourself from everyone else because like you feel like you're the only person going through it, but you don't realize like there's other people who may be in that situation too. But
and it can be comfortable to like go through those problems alone instead of like, you know, because some people are used to, like, I'm used to handling things on my own and not really asking for help. And I got myself in a position where, like, then when I look at it, like, and I overcome those obstacles, I did it on my own. Like, nobody helped me. Then I'm starting to resent people that I consider to be, like, friends and family. But I did that, you know? So it's like...
Bro, I do that shit all the time. Like, niggas ain't really with me. But I'm like, nigga, these niggas, from my cousin, this nigga called me like 4 times, like in 1 week damn near. I just wasn't answering because I was busy, but then again, I just wasn't, like, I wouldn't.
You were like,
I was in the mood, like.
For you to connect to, for you to open up.
Niggas don't, bro.
Listen, bro.
Listen, bro. When a nigga meets you halfway, like that's a real thing.
Yes.
You get me? Like
Yes.
this nigga only can do so much because he going through shit. She going through shit. I gotta meet you halfway, bro.
Exactly.
Like if you call me, I gotta answer you.
Yeah.
It's not your fault, like that we didn't talk. It's really my fault because I didn't meet you there. So it's like that's why I'm so big on like accountability, bro. Accountability because you can't just be acting like you're the only person going through shit.
Yeah.
You gotta stop.
And you gotta
stop, man. You gotta stop, dude. It's no good, man. Hold yourself accountable.
And you have to give compassion to people who are going through similar things.
Empathy.
Yeah, like
that's
you
the
can't,
biggest shit to me.
Yes.
You gotta really like feel like try to feel what niggas going through before you try to like judge or anything like that.
It allows them to grow.
And they're like, it ain't even your business though, for real.
It's
They be
not.
like trying to like judge motherfuckers, but you know, we
It's
still
not.
do.
But if you're going through something similar, knowing that someone else is going through the same thing and experiencing it, kind of makes it easier for you to handle yours. Because then you no longer feel like I'm the only person with it.
Yes. That's the power of connection though. Like, you know, feeling connected, like, damn, like, okay, we got this.
But then it takes the effort of like, you have to answer that person call when they call you. But most times, like when we going through our things, we all have like our way that we want to handle it.
Yeah.
So like for me, if I'm going through something, okay, in school when I was going through something, I would be so overwhelmed, I would just say like, all right, I'm taking a nap. Like I'm just gonna sleep it off. But then I realized that wasn't doing much. Like I would wake up still even more anxious. So like for me, like the solution is like just whatever's making me stressed out, like just fixing it. Just doing whatever that
You know
thing
how
is.
much weed I smoke?
So that's your solution?
No, not.
I didn't say that weed is your remedy because I can't quote it exactly.
I fuck with you. You be knowing my shit. Oh God. I ain't gonna lie. Listen. I used to meditate.
Mm-hmm.
I still do. Like I used to meditate. Like I used to like for like I had a therapist. Shout out my therapist. I love you. She's like.
Shout out to my therapist, I love you
She's
too.
cool as fuck. Hey, I advise everybody to get a therapist, bro. I don't care how cool.
For sure, normalize that. Normalize that. Therapy is
like,
great.
I've had a therapist since I was like 16, bro.
Okay, why is it great? My bad, I didn't want to cut you off.
No, it's okay. You asking me, bro?
No, you can still answer. You had a therapist.
Why is it great? It's great because it's like, I'm gonna tell you why it's great. There's no other way. There's no other answer for it. It's great because, okay, let's say I didn't have a therapist. I came to you with my problems all the time, right? I'm like, nigga, I love you, Sean, but I don't know how to help you.
Yeah.
Like you can't really help. You can't really help me. You can help me. You can be there, but you can't really. You could comfort me, but you can't improve me.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Nobody can improve you though.
Nobody can improve me.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Neither the therapist. The therapist
Not
doesn't
the
do it
therapist
either.
either. It's just it allows you to like release everything,
Yeah.
and they give you the best solution on how to work it.
Does it provide like more clarity to like the solution?
For me, I think so. Like they'll ask questions. Like you tell them what's a problem, and they'll ask you a question. And you're like, oh, like you solve your own problems in a way. They just give you questions to make you think about it.
Yeah, bro. But they do it. They know their shit though, because they do it to where it's like. It feels like they telling you exactly what it is, but in actuality, they really making you figure it out.
Yeah.
I swear to God, like.
But that's when it sticks stronger though.
Stick, bro. Like you feel me when you know like same shit. Like when you take a test, like if you cheat, alright, you pass, but you really study for it, you don't know this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta put in your own leg work. So that's kind of what it is. Therapy is fire though. Like it's good.
For me, it's more like they actually sit there to listen. Like they listen to learn, not to reply. And most times when we go to friends. Even I have a hard time. I'm not even gonna lie. When a friend comes to me with something, in my head I'm like, dang, how should I reply? They're like, dang, that's crazy. Like how do you reply? You know? But like with a therapist, they sit there, they listen, and they like have you figure it out yourself. But with friends, sometimes they don't. Maybe they don't know to listen, just to like learn and understand. Maybe it's more like listening to respond.
Gotcha.
There's a difference, I feel.
No, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. So what have you learned that you are good at? Or let's kind of take that into an overall conversation. What are some things that we like when we overcame our obstacles that we learned that we are naturally like gifted in? You know, yours might be having natural optimism, you know, you're a naturally happy person, you know, so you might not overthink situations as much as other people. But what about
For me, if I really want something, I'm not taking no for an answer.
Okay.
And I will take no, and I would be like, take your no and go. Like
You are like that.
I'm gonna find some way to make it happen.
I respect it though.
Yeah.
I respect
But
it.
I think that's the difference between knowing something that you really, really want and saying you want something but really not wanting it.
Yes. You can make it happen.
Yeah, like I think that's what I got. Like if I'm determined, nothing's gonna stop me for sure.
That's a great quality to have. Like
It is.
niggas be settling.
It's easy to get discouraged, and I feel like sometimes discouragement can be like seen as settling, but like discouragement, that shit would have you on your fucking feet, like. Or does that make sense on your feet?
It just depends. It depends on the mentality. Like for you, when somebody tell you no, like you're not sad, you're not giving up. Like somebody who can have like a defeated mentality might give up, you know. But like you just probably a little different. You have more strength in that area, so you like fuck that.
Yeah, you just build different.
Exactly.
That's how you should. That's really how you should be. Like, can't be soft.
I just feel like everything is arbitrary in life. Like in life, there is some man or woman making decisions saying yes or no. So who gives you that power to tell me yes or no? Like if I want it, I'm gonna find a way to make it happen. Like so I think that's probably and I do like fall for like discouragements, and sometimes I can be dedicated to something for like 2 weeks and be like, I don't wanna let that happen.
Yeah.
So like I'm not gonna say like I have everything that I always wanted, but
You work hard.
I work hard for
and you worth it. You worth whatever you going for. You know, whatever you trying to achieve.
What about you, Raj?
Dang, I want him to go next.
Okay, go.
All right. What is it again?
So, what are you naturally gifted in, basically? What strengths do you naturally just have?
I'm able to network.
That's important.
Socialize.
Yeah, like like people tell me I'm a likable person.
Okay.
Like yeah, people tell me I'm a likable person, so it's kind of easy to make convo.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just like for what I do, like that's what you need.
Do you initiate it?
It just depends, like the setting, for real. Like it depends. Like sometimes I don't. Some people just might fuck up my aura. They like, oh, he might talk to me. So they might say something. I'll say something back and boom, comment. Or I might say something. Or sometimes like if I really feel like I need to talk to you, I'll come up to you.
Yeah.
I'll just come talk to you. Like that's what adults do, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think so.
yeah. So like, let me not say that, but some people are really like antisocial, like, and they just not even antisocial, but they're just like shy, like, and it ain't even their fault. That's just how they are.
But that's your strength, and that's not taking that away from
Exactly. So I can't. I ain't gonna judge nobody else about that.
I think for me it changes. Like certain environments, I can be shy. Certain environments, like I'm dominating.
It's
Yeah, it is the setting.
It's really the setting. Like, yeah.
But I be like, I like people who can create the vibe, like naturally. Like how you saying, like you can just start that conversation, like initiate it. Cause that gives me comfort to be like, okay, what we talking about now?
Yeah, like
you know?
it be like,
that's powerful.
like y'all damn near want to talk to each other, but y'all scared. Y'all both scared. Y'all just sitting there like, like niggas say something. Like,
but I think for me, mine is like just like when I'm passionate about something. Whether it be a person, whether it be like an activity, like I put my all into that shit. So just having a lot of passion.
yeah.
Okay. So going back to like we talked about our strengths. What are some weaknesses that we have that we sometimes are challenged by and kind of puts us in a stuck position? And this is overall in life. I'm not necessarily talking about creative expression now.
I think I could be insecure.
Yeah? That's honest.
My therapist told me that.
Niggas ain't, feel I can be insecure sometimes.
About what? That could be no.
No, it's you can talk about anything.
But I feel like everyone has some level of insecurity.
Yeah.
Whether they're outward about it or like they keep it to themselves, everyone holds some sort of insecurity. There's no way that you're 100% confident in like all avenues of your life.
Yeah.
No way.
For sure. But I think my anxiety like play a negative part in it though. Because if I'm insecure about something,
your anxiety makes it like 1,000 times more.
Bingo. Like I didn't know that. I think I've been anxious my whole life.
All of us, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say all of us. My bad, y'all. But me, yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, like nigga, you probably like I feel like I've been living the same life, the same like kind of like struggle, day-to-day struggles. My
Same
whole
mindset. That's
whole
why.
since I was a little kid.
That shit creates your reality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why your thoughts, like what you bring out, you gotta be good.
Cause that can manifest the world around you.
Niggas better pay attention.
Why learn the nasty, okay?
Man, it's real, man. Y'all gotta.
So what you got in the pipeline for us? What you dropping? What's next?
Man, I don't know.
Weird.
I really don't know. Like I'm just actually I think I'm gonna drop like another little project. I'm gonna have like some features on there though.
Ooh.
Me.
I'm gonna have some folks on there from the city.
You better give us a.
Nah.
Yes, I
Some, listen, y'all heard it first. This is the first time I'm ever saying it. So,
Coming to
yeah.
you live.
Right here, live and direct. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. I wanna have a project with features. I don't really be having a project with features. Usually be me. But I did that so people can hear me.
Yeah.
So now it's time to really tap in with the city and make some features, get some features going.
Heck yeah.
And videos and shit, just content.
What's 1K4L?
This is my for lifers. You feel me? My slime balls. Nah, like it's my brand, like it's me, Like I started it with the homies in high school. I didn't know it was gonna get this big. We got our merch and shit, you feel me?
Show it off. 1K4L.
So
Get your merch.
get your merch, man.
1,000 for life.
For real. So it's really like I really started with my homies, man. My nigga Joe, my nigga Avery, Malik, all them, and then it just expanded. Alex, Courtney, yeah. So it's like for real, it's really just a movement now. Like it got bigger than I ever thought it would be. Like I didn't think niggas would be like.
Cause it's a statement. It's like, just being your authentic self. So
Hell yeah.
people can vibe with that. That's what we strive to be.
I just gotta be accountable for it though. Like imagine I'm a bullshit ass person like repping 1K. Like dude.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to better myself.
Yeah. That's what we all trying to do. So if there are any, last words you want to leave with the people, what would they be?
Piece of advice or tips. Someone who's probably in your shoes or
Man,
trying to get a studio.
man, get your money. Gotta hustle. Gotta get it. If you working, you can put in them overtime hours. Stack. Set your goals up, man. Like I'm still in the process too, so I can't really give you the best advice. But I give you advice that I'm like doing. I'm just trying to like just really just elevate. So just elevate. It's all about progression, bro. That's what I'm really progression. Elevate. Keep going.
Period. All right. Okay. And thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And it's a wrap.
This the Atlas, right? Yeah, keep that. Hey, punch me in. Punch me in at the. Came from the gutter, need a bang rub. Look, hey, came from the gutter, need a bang.